421,000 people injured in car accidents. 660,000 people using their cell phone during daylight hours. These are more than just numbers. These are statistics about distracted driving. Many of us are confident that we're great drivers. We feel that we can multitask. So distracted driving is not something very new to our culture and society. However, distraction.gov says that we're 2 times as likely to get into an accident when we're driving distracted. This resonates with me personally because I've totaled a vehicle because of distracted driving. Distracted driving actually goes far beyond just this wonderful little device that's the common instigator known as the cell phone. But it goes into anything that requires our cognitive, our manual, or our visual attention besides the task of driving. For instance, that juicy cheeseburger, the radio dial, that precious thing we put in the passenger side seat that we didn't think would fly out of the stop sign. Those are all distractions to driving. Today, you and I are going to explore the dangers of distracted driving to us, to our fellow drivers, and to our community. To a degree, you and I understand that, distracted driving is something we shouldn't do. However, until we know how it personally affects us and how dangerous it really is, we're going to continue to do it. For instance, 57% of drivers think that they are a better than average driver, according to a Harris poll. 77% of young adults, according to an Ad Council poll, said that they feel they can somewhat confidently drive safely in text message. I thought it was funny that their confidence level was only somewhat there. But you know what? Our confidence level is not only a danger that makes us drive distracted, but this cell phone that's in my hand, it's got some interesting things that it does to us physically. For instance, VTTI says that when a text message comes in and we look at it, that's 5 seconds of our time off of the road. The University of Utah studied and found that our reaction time slows to that of someone driving under the influence of alcohol when we're using our cell phone. Another interesting fact is that whenever we're engaged in conversation with a passenger or listening to music, our brain usage has dropped 40%. That's credit to a Carnegie Mellon University study. As we've seen through these facts and statistics, distracted driving is dangerous to us, but you know what? It's also dangerous to our fellow drivers on the roadway. Let's explore some of these risks that we're imposing on our fellow drivers. For instance, 10% of injury crashes in 2011 were due to distracted driving. 36% of teens have been in a near crash due to their or someone else's driving distracted. But distracted driving doesn't only affect the drivers, it affects the passengers in these vehicles too. For instance, Pew Research Center found that 44% of adults have been in danger due to a distracted driver. Another 49% have been in the vehicle when the driver is reading a text message or sending a text message. These are all interesting, and it's interesting to find out the effect of distracted driving goes not only to us, but it goes to the other people that we're on the roadways with, even the passengers. But inevitably, it also has an impact on our nation and our community's laws and guidelines. For instance, nationwide, 39 states have banned texting and driving, which is very, very interesting. The remaining 11 are being urged by the 39 that are already banning it. And in 2010, No Phone Day was started to bring awareness to the dangers of distracted driving. And in 2012, the U.S. Transportation Secretary, he brought forth and released a blueprint for ending distracted driving. So as we can see today, distracted driving is something that requires our attention, and we should know about. As time passes, more programs, laws, and guidelines will be added to ensure the safety of drivers across the United States with the end result of putting a stop to distracted driving. Today we have explored how distracted driving not only affects us, but it has an immediate impact on those around us on the roadways. We also saw that distracted driving has helped to create new laws and guidelines to help keep our roadways safe. As we've seen, even though we think we're able to do many things and multitask, we need to keep our focus on the most important thing while driving, which is driving. In closing, I want to leave you with this one interesting fact. Whenever you're going 55 miles per hour down the road and you're looking at your phone, you just traveled the length of a football field in that 5-second span. Distracted driving, it affects more than just you.